The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Well, good morning. How you doing? Having some fun? Now I'm going to call it tablet and pen time. Why? Because if you don't have a tablet and a pen, how can you write down what I say today? Now I'm Ray Reynolds, the godfather of credit. Now I brought in my first million, 14 and a half, 2.6 billion at 26 through corporate structure. You might want to listen just a little bit today. This is live. It's always live. I like that. To have fun. So guess what? No pictures, no recording. Write it down and put it here. It has to be a mindset. As we play the game, let's teach you how I got some goodies. Goodies, $1 million cars, race boats, how about $1 million yachts, and some big buildings too. We could have fun. So let's play. Now, it wasn't so easy that way. You know what happened to me? I got born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. She didn't want me. Oh, well, boo-hoo-hoo. What am I going to do? So born on the taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital, she threw me away. I got to be with Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. Your journey today can begin with me if you pay attention. So what do? Draw the diagram in front of you. Draw it. Look in your city and your state today, no matter where it's at. Because why? Bank of America bankrupt 6,000 locations. Chase, Wells Fargo, U.S. Bank. They have a parent company. They have a division. Nope, they have a subsidiary. It's called a branch number. They bankrupt a 100-year lease. They take the money and the assets and write off on their taxes, and they get to win? Well, you sit there going, it's about it. You see, the problem is we, the people, forgot to be we, the people. Now we can look at Walmart and Sam's Club, Geico and Cities. File bankruptcy, Cities, 11 of them. So if we look at this today, stop bringing the pain home, number one. From there, become a certified CFO and learn how to basically get to millionaire status. but you have to learn to play. There's rules and tools. So let's look at this. I believe you listen to your friends and family about personal credit. I believe you follow ducks and sheep. Just my opinion. What I'd like you to do is look behind the curtain. See, I was a little boy. Mrs. Hope dropped me off for Redondo Beach Pier every morning at 6:30 in the morning. She rolled down the window and said, if you're not here at 5 o'clock, I'm going to leave you there to die. She was a she-devil from hell. You know what I did? I ran to the pier. I ran to the light, got some heat from the little fan from the hot dog stand. You know what I did? I ate out of a trash can. I was hungry. Then I still off the pier. 3 days later, got caught. The man gave me a choice. Take out my trash or I'll call the police. Go to jail, I'm 3 years old, or basically take out his trash. I took out his trash. See, since 3 years old to 9.5, I was on the pier, taking out trash or clean out the chum bucket. He used to yell, boy, boy, come help me. I went to their mansions in Palos Verdes, California on the weekends. I shoveled their cows and their horse doo-doo. I was hustling, making money. See, one of the things about Redondo Beach Pier, I got to see basically Torrance Rocks, Palos Verdes, and Marina del Rey. They got money. Well, I wanted my money too. When I was a little boy, I asked people to read to me a little bit. And I basically, what's this word? I memorized all the words. I didn't realize I had total recall at the time. I taught myself how to read. It's kind of scared when I learned how to spell it. I had to think about it twice. So guess what I got to do? I wanted my money. I've been studying rich and famous people since the day I could almost walk. So your problem is you don't learn how to play. Some of you complain about rich and famous people not paying enough tax. Why don't we shut up and join them? Why don't we play the same game? So today we're going to talk about your personal credit first. Every card in your personal wallet needs a sticky. Limit of the card, 25% maintained, no past 29%. See, when you go past 29%, your score drops. You get stuck, you can't get any more. You backed yourself in a corner, you honked your house. That's kind of dumb, don't you think? See, the reality is when I was teaching Ken Yarbrough about the credit system, when he worked at TRW and then became a spearhead, I gave rules and tools. You see, anytime you get past 30%, your score drops, and now you can't get any more. Now watch. If you maintain these cards the way I just told you to, then you get these two cards. They don't fluctuate credit. I can max them up to $1 million. They got overpaid their time limit too. Everybody coming out of high school can maintain a 750 score. The reality is no one taught you the rules and tools how to play. There's TRW, the report's from Thomas Raymond Woolridge. They made bicycle parts. Oh, goody. Then they got information business and they were bought out by Spirit in 96. So I drove the first diagram of this. This is what I drew out. Bottom line, it was fair, good, or heck no. Maintain that 750 score. Not hard to do when you have rules and tools. So understand, today we're going to talk about maintaining the 750 score. The rules and tools and gold and platinum cards too. As we play, let's understand, I have no excuse, neither do you. Every time I hear someone say white man can't jump, that's funny. I broke the record in 81, highest kick and fastest kick on planet Earth. I guess white men do jump, just stupid people say we don't. Now take a picture of this if you want to get a hold of me some more. Saturday I have a goal setting class at 7 to 8 o'clock, and then I have one at 1:30. You can go to raisecredit.com and look it up. See, I have everything I ever want. Why don't you? You didn't learn how to play. Why didn't you learn to play? Again, you ought to go to raisecredit.com and learn how to play with me. So let's understand, I'm going to make you a certified CFO. Now, I don't have a magic wand, so I have to rebuild you my way. Certified CFO, $1 million of cash credit. Is that okay? See, corporations credit, we get to write it all off in the interest rate. How many millions would you like? See, your goal is, your problem is your lack of knowledge. We're going to teach you how to play my way. Now, I got a coaching program. I only put 30 people in coaching. That's all I can do. See, I have a problem with coaching because I can only coach 30 people at a time. All right, because I can only do 6 calls a day. There's my calls this week. I only have 2 openings anyway. So the reality is I can only coach 30 people at a time. All right, how to get to million and billionaire like I did, and they could have fun. I teach them how to get auto income. So let's think about a blueprint call with me. This means we're going to blueprint you. I'm going to rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty. I'm going to talk about past, present, and future. Good, bad, and ugly. Now, on top of that, you know what I'm going to do? Family. I never had a family. I didn't have a Christmas or a birthday till I got married. All I got used and abused as a kid, and I thought it sucked. I wanted it out of hell. So family's number one. Next, we got to think about corporation, 26 divisions, and then from there, irrevocable trust. You got a plan to live, you got a plan to die. Next, we have to talk about your car. Now, I don't understand. My wife reminds me I can't say stupid. I said, no, people aren't stupid. They just do stupid things. So I don't understand stupid. So your car you drive today, oh, goody, you're the registered owner. When you slip and fall and a little boo-boo-boo and a bumpity-bump, they got to sue the registered owner, which is you. By the way, it should be a division of a corporation. Your house was escrow, closed, homestead, trust. Wow. If it's not in those things, guess what? When they sue you, they take it away. By the way, in the future, you're going to buy your house through the trust, as I said so. Now, auto income, that's what I put in my book 46 years ago. Page 6, paragraph 3, cash flow free per time. Wow. So auto income, 100,000 a month. That's acceptable. Got it? From there, cash flow free per time. Now, what happens is you have plans. Now, let's understand something. All right, I have plan A. If I get knocked down 1,000 freaking times, I get up again. I don't settle for plan B. Only losers do that. There's no plan B. From here, the corporation. Let's focus on this. Chapter 18 says a corporation is a legal person. It's right in front of you. A legal what person? Let's circle that right now. So if a corporation is a legal person in the way they designed it, Supreme Court, it's the United States of America Incorporated, cities and states, what do we learn to do? Well, I was 7.5 years old when I heard that. I was listening to Mrs. Hope's poker game on a Wednesday night. They told me it was weird, probably true. I rode my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department. Next door is a library. I said, ma'am, what does this mean? She walked away. She was rude. 5 minutes later, here's a mock of his, here's a book. She was over here. I read the book. You've been reading the books too. Good luck. You're so busy hiring attorneys and CPAs and experts, and then they don't hold your hand from beginning to end, and they let you down every time. Now, I don't understand. I went to the library for 2 years. Then I sent away a money order to the Secretary of State of California, $10. Did you know all corporations are free? All you pay is a filing fee. And some of you paid, what, thousands of dollars for a damn piece of paper and didn't learn dilly squat. Now, I screwed up in the next thing. I didn't pay attention where it says may sue or be sued. And I got named in a lawsuit when I was 12.5 years old. So what did I do? I got my corporation and came back. It was Helping Hand Industries. I got over $100,000 in the mail, credit cards in the mail. Damn, what's happening? I'm a 9.5-year-old kid who wants to see if it would work. And I got all these credit cards in the mail. I got to the point I got $53 million in books and credit cards. 53 million! And they started to shrink a little. So I loaned out some money instead. I got named in the movie Dave as well. So let's understand today. When I started the Orange County Blind Center, I was 12.5 years old. I used the word Braille. I didn't realize it was owned by the Braille Institution, so I got named in a lawsuit. Had to figure that out too. So the goal is not to bring the pain home, ever again. So let's play. So let's think today. When I was a little kid, they kept saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's what that meant. Then all they could do is come back and go, me, me, me. See, the grown-ups, when I was a kid, I thought were stupid. My brain was like 20 years ahead of all of them. They're all just being stupid because I think they were stupid. So they understand something. When they sue a corporation, if you have one today, they sue you. And if you don't understand how to play, you'll learn the hard way. And if you don't have a corp, I'll give you one for free. You just pay your filing fee. See, I invented the process of division process in 85, 86. Divisions don't have your name on it under the corporate umbrella. The other thing we have to learn to play. Now, the goal is put your ducks in a row, get past to the $1 million. Is that okay? And never bring the pain home. So warning about me a little bit. All right, I'm kind of honest and blunt. I'm just honest and to the point. The reality is not everybody likes me. Not everybody likes you. All right, I do tell it like it is. If you follow stupid, you did stupid. Doesn't mean you're stupid. It just means you follow stupid. The reality is I'm the godfather of credit. Got the nickname on KNX radio years ago. Been on that station for 49 years. I tell people what to do, and I treat them like they're 2 years old because I don't want them bringing the pain home. See, sorry, your way so far hasn't worked. You didn't get to million to billion. Why? I think your way sucks. Okay, let's play. How about the goal list? You have one of those? Did you know it takes an activity sheet behind every goal? You'll need a daily list, a weekly list, and a monthly list. kind of like this. If you don't work your list, how are you going to go to the next step? But again, it's going to be up to you. I got this foolproof program that actually works. You understand? I made a promise to myself when I was a kid. I would never get married unless I had a foolproof program, since I couldn't find one, I invented one. Okay? So my clients are basically starting hospitals in Fiji Islands with Dr. Lucky and Arnold, Superman of Gold's Gym, $1.2 million, college professor, and even homeless people too. From there, Giovanni from Pixar, $1.6 million. Little Karen Deliver Pizza, $1 million properties in Long Beach, California too. You see, she got $1.2 million in 9 months. How about we get Free Ray Nicky Ross part of it too? Get him gold and platinum cards. Thomas was in prison for 26 years. 6 months of coaching every week. Guess what I got him? $1 million dump trucks doing millions of dollars a year. See, everybody learned to play if they just pay attention to me. Now let's understand your biggest problem. You didn't take the time. Look behind the curtain. The biggest mistake in the United States of America is people not understanding how to play. You signed an SS5 form for the SSN that creates a 1040 tax return. You got one. Now, if you didn't sign it, that means mommy did in 1971 when Nixon took the gold standard out. So let's understand, we the people, we get to sign a number and we get to play. Now let's understand the SS4. We're going to compare the two. You ready to put your hands like this? See, that's tax, and probate when they're dead. The time of death is for the state or the hospital given to the federal government and the state. See, you can't take your stuff with you. They want to make sure your friends and family don't steal when you're dead. How about the SS4? No taxes due till you're profitable. So it don't matter if you get a C or an LLC, you're going to turn to S anyway. Single filing. Now, if you don't file your tax returns, you're just a crook. You might as well go to prison like Wesley Snipes did. 3 years in no prison and $5 million fine. You can listen to me, listen to CPA attorneys in Beverly Hills, California being stupid. So let's write down irs.gov, okay? You ready? Write down 1244. You see, if you find out through the IRS rules and tools, we play the game. We file a single file with us in the corporation. There's almost no tax due to the first 3 to 5 million anyway. Then we change strategies. See, Richard didn't listen to me too when he ran naked on the show called Survivor. And will die twice on the show. His attorney in CPA said you get to keep 375. Rest goes in the IRS's pocket. I said reference 3 times 5. I wanted to turn it to 15 million. He didn't listen to anybody. He pissed it away. Went to prison for 3.5 years, 10 years probation. He screwed up that too. See, the lack of knowledge is what the people do stupid things. See, people aren't stupid. Half the people in this world are freaking lazy. They have got to go get it. United States of America Incorporated, 50 corps, 50 states. They got a Chapter 9 bankruptcy too, so they plan the problem. You see, you understand is we the people. Supreme Court said a corporation's a legal person, so we get to play. Stop bringing the damn pain home. Is that okay with you? So let's write down division of me. Go ahead and write it down now. We're going to play the game and learn to win. Line 1, legal name of entity, individual person. I can put a person's name, a corporation, a division, or a subsidiary right on line 1. I can build $1 million of credit. Cash credit so the corporation can finance itself and write it all off. Let's as an example. Here's $1 million Lamborghini. Here's the key. Bum, bum, bum. Part of the Lamborghini collection. Isn't that fun? Payment $6,800 a month. If I don't pay it, they take it away, and I'll have double crappy credit. Then they'll report it to the IRS as a 1099-C, so I'll have triple crappy credit. So when I wrote the book on laundromats, dry cleaning, and storage units, and all that stuff, and my 22,000 payphones, and the buildings and everything else, I like making the money. If I got a bad piece, you know what I get to do? Disconnect, isolate, incorporate, put it over here. If I can't say it within 6 months, you know what I'm going to do? Under the Federal Protection Act, I'm going to bankrupt the hell out of it and keep my other pieces. Hey, your banks and grocery stores and cities do this in your face. Your problem is you to look behind the damn curtain. You sign a lease as a division. You get a building and a piece of property per division, and the money through the honey, SS4, no tax due to your profitable. Then you look at the Fair Lending Act. Why? Because one card is entitled to be 99 more. How many would you like? You see, your problem is you learn to play. I learned to play at 9.5 years old. So if you got a corporation today, you do yourself a favor. Look it on Secretary of State's website. Find your corp, find your name. By the way, you probably used your home address too. Well, that's kind of silly and dumb. You just add yourself to the national mailing list. Why don't you use a mailbox, etc., or shared office space? Why don't you change it right away? Next thing, we get to play my way for a while. We put our ducks in a row, because right now when they sue that corp, they sue you. That kind of sucks. Why don't we create a line of defense through the division process? Would that be okay? We play my way for a while. Okay, we got a $100 million building, $1 million Lamborghini, $5 million mansion, and a race boat for $1 million. I obtained them. Why didn't you? Did they turn these up today? So we get to play. Now, these are things we get to about $10 million. We get to play. And the things that I get to play with too. Isn't that fun? But again, I'll get you there if you allow me to. Now, we add you to my credit system. That means I'm going to use my $53 million of credit histories and play around the dashboards and get credit for you right away. For you and your corporation and divisions too. As an example, Bob, he went after a credit card, because he didn't use my dashboards. He got $500. I got him $3,500. From there, guess what? Linda went after $300. By the time I was done, I got $2,000. So the reality is Robert went $4,000. I got $30,000. All right, Mike got $1,000. I got $11,000. So my dashboards help you build more credit for you corporate divisions too. So what do we get to do? Have some fun. And by using my credit history, we get to play that game too. So let's play. Now let's write down credit, loan, and money. Let's pretend you're going to do what I tell you to do, and I pray you do. Here's your corp as a management company. It's going to have a division for franchise and a division for apartment complex. You're going to create a line of defense. That's financial freedom. I can help you get up to $1 million+ account line of credit. So financial freedom. I'd like you to focus on auto income from $10,000 to $50,000 a month minimum in play. Let's say you do what I do. Now, when I have my $53 million of credit cards, I start losing some of them because they're shrinking loans. I'm not using them. I decided to loan it out. I figured if I'm going to have it, I might as well loan it out before I lose it, right? For every $50,000 loaned out, I gain $2,400 a month. I designed my own income. Isn't that fun? So a division gets to multiply credit and all kinds of things too. So my matrix. The first one I did in my book called Buckets of Money was $190,000 a month. It took me 18 months to do it. Is that okay? So let's see. Every division, I loaned out $100,000 for $41.33 a month. By the time I was done after the end of 18 months, maintaining the $53 million of credit cards, because I don't want to lose it, I want to give it back, I had $190,000 a month income. Is that okay? Could you live on that too, to the corporation structure and have some fun? Probably too. Now I had 41 divisions to do that, and I created auto income. Would that be okay? So let's play. Now I'm online 6 days a week. Wednesday and Saturday classes all day too. We get to play with me for the last 45+ years, online or in person. So the flippity dippity doos. I had a problem. When I was 17, I had 19 houses. And I couldn't get number 20. They told me no. That sucks. So I had to find a different way to play the game and win. I transferred to my divisions, freedom on loan to value problem. You know, one thing I found out back then, the buyers are liars, the agents and the brokers too. And the contractor hired the subcontractor that stands outside Home Depot. They're all trying to steal my money. At 21, I decided to be the bank. Why didn't you try to be the bank? When I sold my first car, all right, he gave me the deposit down. He says, I'm going to my credit union for the balance. I said, no. I have a division that does loans. All right, they give you instant credit for that balances too. Okay. So I got them to pay me, receive the money, I paid the note I have, and we get to make money. I made $413 a month. That's not a lot, but it added to the bottom line, right? So I was 17 and a half, my bills were $1,000 a month. I needed my $1,000 a month. Now, when I did a house that way, I became the bank again for 30 years. Why did you sell a house and a car without trying to become the bank? What's wrong with you? These aren't turned up. So let's do this. Let's take an apartment complex and dissect that. And let's do an assignment of mortgage. Let's play with my system for real estate and franchise and all the goodies too. And basically buckets of money, tax balancing. How about we do an assignment of asset? Whee! You see, right now you got 14 states that sell properties brand new for $100,000 or less. $100,000. So that means we could have Section 8, or we can turn around and have a real estate office managing for us. And they're creating up to $50,000 a monthly income. And all we have to do is put a down payment, get auto income. So we can make you a money making machine when the down payment is $5,000. Let's charge it to the corporate card. You see, if you want to sell computers and widgets, you can do that too. 100,000 to $1 million and pay a bill in 90 days. From there, it's called OPM. That's done in Bradstreet, by the way. You can sell on Amazon and eBay right away too. You can make money now. So these goodies, again, wait till you get about $10 million company. Now, God's gift, the mansions in the harbor, properties in all 5 islands is fun. We get all the goodies and the race boats and the yachts too. And the Duffy, don't forget that. And the big building and the Lamborghini again. I like Lamborghinis, part of the collection. So understand, helicopter, Lamborghini, and building too. Now understand, there's me, 1981. Highest kick, fastest kick on planet Earth. I hit my head that night. I kicked out the lights. My assets are higher than the 6-foot locker. All right, I've been doing the impossible since I could walk. Isn't that fun? But you understand, wherever you come from, you can accomplish your goal. The only thing in your way is you. So let's do this today. Don't hear the word no. No doesn't even not mean no. It means they don't know how. All you got to do is think about the 1,000 steps to get to millionaire. It's in the Millionaire's Founders Kit. I sold it at the Bonaventure for 32 years for $5,000 a set. So we draw that diagram right there. Here's a corporation and divisions. We build a corporate umbrella. We watch the bank's bankrupt locations called branch numbers. We watch Sam's Club, Walmart, and Geico and cities to do this too. So if we learn to play the game, we can actually win. Could you imagine we want to win? So what's the first thing? Stop bringing the pain home. Next thing is certified CFO and rechange your brain to millionaire status. So understand, when I was 9.5, I created a blueprint for myself. I couldn't find one at the Torrance Library. You know what I called it? See it, believe it, go get it. Isn't that fun? So let's think. Stop treading water, playing it safe. There are 5 things that I must have. Everything I do is rules and tools and steps. So let's write down number 1, 750 score. Not care, credit first, premier. From there, corporate in about 26 divisions. $1 million line of credit. From there, we get checkbook money and supply vendor money too. These are a must-have if you want to get to millionaire corporation, by the way. Next thing is the corporation and structure. Now, if you have a corp, I'll build the one you got if you allow me to. If not, I'll hand you one for free. That's right, free. I've been giving corporations out for free, literally for 46 years. You just pay your filing fee. So you're going to stop bringing the pain home. You're going to put your ducks in a row. I'm going to repackage your life my way because I think your way sucks. Sorry to say, but it's true. So here's rich and famous people. I incorporate rich and famous people and a couple of presidents too. See, they listen better than most people do. So let's look. What did you do? You sit down at the kitchen table with your friends and your family. We're going to start a business, honey. Oh, goody. Then you hawk the cards. You drop your score. You got stuck. You couldn't get any more. Couldn't write out diddly squat. And you hawked your house. I call that stupid. Well, you're not stupid. Why would you do that? The goal is to never bring the pain home in the first place. I don't understand stupid. You understand stupid yet? So if we write down today's date, we project 90 working days, and I'll help you get some goodies too. As we play Winning the Game of Business, I wrote it 46 years ago. Page 6, paragraph 3, cash flow, free up your time. Now, we all have a bad day. All right, July 5th, all right, so 2009, I get to die in a coma at 5:41. Kind of sucks. They took a picture. Jeez. See, before I died in the coma, my wife told the office he's in a coma. He's probably going to die. Ron went to my office with the U-Haul truck stealing my books and CDs. Tom, my IT manager, he sold my websites and porn site, all right, phone numbers to a porn site. Damn. See, everyone you got trust in, you trust in other people. Hey, you had a friend and family member rip you off. You spent thousands of crap that didn't work. So this is what happens to anybody. So guess what? If you want to copy the Millionaire's Founders Kit, 12 books and CDs at the office, it's $4.99 now. Online here with me now. If you Zelle, it's $199 bucks. But if you don't Zelle it now, you pay $4.99 at the office. Simple. Click, there's your Zelle. RW and your Zelle too. As we play starting a business, running a business, oh my goodness. You better hold your breath. Your friends and family, they might knock you off the cliff. I don't know if they're going to catch you. Or you're going to have to just fall down and die. As long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well be dead. So let's play. Me, I get up every day at 2:25 in the morning. I drop to my knees, say, thank you, Jesus, for another day. From there, I go look in the mirror. All right. I put myself in check. Did get someone to help me as a kid, no mommy and a daddy. So guess what we get to do? You have a good idea. What do? You tell your friends and family to be proud of you. Instead, they interrupt you. Then they're going to try to tell you how to do what you want to do. And they haven't done diddly squat. I think they cloud your direction, in my opinion. What do you think? July 4, 2009. Got 3 yachts in the backyard. All right, get to get to hear what's going on in the room. Tax attorney tricks my wife to sign a POA. Nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. They're going to take them hard, take it away. But I got a choice. Jesus gave me a choice, stay in peace or go back. I said, go back. So I've had to move 24 times. By the time I'm 11 and a half years old, I've been shot twice, knifed 6 times. Kind of sucks. But you know what? My feel sorry for myself is 3 seconds or less. I'll give you 3 minutes. I'm one of God's examples. Simple. So let's get you past go. All right, let's show you some Lamborghinis, part of the collection. All right, Philadelphia mansion. How white men do jump. Stupid people say we don't. More Lamborghinis. How about we get race boats in the backyard with my name on it? How about we get helicopters, U-Dogs? How about yachts? And how about Ferraris? I call this Ray's Rules. Ray's Rules. See, my rules work. Can have fun. So the goal is we take the blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it, and we make it work. Because that's all it takes. So as we play this game, credit repair. Sorry, credit repair is a fraud. There's no magic wand. The Federal Trade Commission says it's against the law of money to take money up front, but they do it every day. I can't wait till they do a credit repair sweep and put them out of business. And then they have the Credit Repair Organization Act saying they can't collect money up front too. What are you supposed to do? You write down section 611, you Google it. It'll tell you what you can do for yourself. So you can do all this yourself too. See, if you got an open collection account that keeps going like this, you can't rip off your creditor. There's 5 ways to kill a debt. You got to man up, woman up, negotiate your debt. From there, we got TRW, became Experian in 96. I drew the first one of these. It's good, fair, blankety no, and the 750 score. All we got to do is understand how to play the game. We get to win. Nobody on the United States of America Incorporated should always have what? Less than a 750. So we negotiated it. All cards at 25, 29% rule, but 2. Wrapper refresh. I invented that 49 years ago. That 39 years ago. It's 40 years ago now. Wow, time flies when you're having fun. But again, I call it the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. The reality is simple. So I'm going to give you your first 25 steps today. You got your tablet and pen ready to go? What are we going to do? Number 1, we're going to get into it. Credit Karma. Why they bought it December 3rd, 2020. Credit Karma was indicted 3 times anyway. They have no fun of them to help you. They don't want to help you anyway. They just want you to do clickety click. So be careful. There's number 1. Next thing I want you to do is be very, very, very careful. LifeLock. You see them on TV all the time. They've been indicted 6 times. Their last indictment's $100 million. Be careful, please. So the goal is to obtain your credit reports, analyze right away within 24 hours. I mean, it's now. And we're going to tell you exactly what you need to do to get to a 750 score, if not more. And all you have to do is listen and learn. And by the way, I'll call your case number on Saturday live. You're stuck with me from beginning, middle to the end. Is that okay? Now, here's your problem. You didn't look at the SS5 form. You didn't pay attention to it. The SS5 equals SSN 1040. Or maybe mommy did it for you. Now, your Social Security card in your personal wallet today, you ought to read it. Most of them say do not laminate, don't carry with you, and they all say don't use for ID purposes. It's property of Social Administration, not you. So the reality is you breaking the rules and tools because you use it for ID purposes, and a bunch of ding-dongs in the 80s and 90s use it for credit purposes and followed along like sheep and ducks. So we got our SSN. Oh, that's to get our 1040 tax return. Then everybody got a job. And then you go, where's my money? And they had to point out to you, the IRS gets your cut before you get the leftover. That's what makes us ducks and sheep. Quack, quack, bah. You see, the bottom line, you have a choice to learn how to play, and you look at irs.gov, 1244. All right, joint tax return, almost pay no tax, up to 3 to 5 million. So if we look at that SS5 one more time, Let's compare it to the SS4. Legal name of entity, individual person. The only form that the IRS ever created for multiple credit banking purposes was the SS4 in the first place. And the whole world didn't pay attention besides me. Your banks and grocery stores file bankruptcy for locations. You can put your name on line 1. You know the only form that says banking and credit purposes right there, 1 per entity. So you can learn to play if you want to. So your corporation under RAISE rules should do 4 things. It needs to buffer tax, no taxes due to your profitable. Corporate credit, hell, it's all a write-off, interest rate and credit card too. And then we get the car at fleet price and we get the free buffet. That's it. The division should be your line of defense. Write these down. You can't take a picture or record. Remember that. Bottom line is they're cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, multiple credit reports, and separate liability for real estate. See, this gives you the ability to do one thing, line of defense. You allowed yourself to be one, and you brought the pain home. Your way did not work, did it? So I think it sucks. So let's do my way. Corporate umbrella, build up to $1 million of cash credit, and I'll guarantee what I say I can do as long as you're part of the program and you follow through and go to class and not following you up. But if you jack up cards and you violate by applying for credit, I close cases or I charge you a fee for the new rapid rescore. So remember, 5 ways to kill a debt. IRS problem, they have a form for that too. So you can always rebuild your life no matter what anybody says you get to do. Step 3, we get to play. So understand 750 is waiting for you. All you got to do is let me analyze you today. All right, rapid rescore setup right away. From there, push your score up and away, impossibles. All right, have green lights. So we can rebuild your step by step. Rules and tools. So if you're not a current client, what I will do is the rapid rescore, add you to class, we'll target the 750. I'll charge you $999 and give you 1,000 card back to you. I always give people what they pay, if not times 10 of what they invest. Because guess what? The only one on the planet that does that is me. Now I'm going to discount the $499 during this broadcast. The card becomes $500. With the rules and tools I gave you today, you will be able to maintain a 750 score for the rest of your life too. Next, the starter package, rebuild credit, rapid score. You have a corp, I'll build the one you got. If not, I'll hand you one for free. You have to pay your filing fee. Articles also has tax ID, setup in level 1. So what you get to do is invest $999, and I'm giving you $5,000 credit back to you. $24.99, $25,000 of credit. I do the level 1 in setup on Wednesday at 2 o'clock and Saturday at 10 a.m. So we get to play, add history, analyze, and start popping credit right away. Would that be okay if we did it today for you too? And all you have to do is understand right now currently is discounted. And what you have to do is Zelle. Simple to do. Ray Reynolds recipient. From there, Ray at raisecredit.com. Put RW and use Zelle. Very simple to do. You can also call the office at 800-254-9506. If you use a card, they will charge you a 5% fee. From there, you got to get off the national mailing list. You did it to yourself. See, I'm a voter. You probably are too. They sell that list 412 times a year. Cable Bill Corporation. So why don't you call 888-567-8688 and opt out for 5 years or a lifetime? That way you get off the national mailing list. The phone number's right in front of you. Simple to do. From there, call it when we're done today. So let's understand something. You got to plan the problem. I'm sorry your friend and family member ripped you off. You spent thousands of crap that didn't work. We're going to create safety credit. We're going to have safety credit in the line of defense having our sticky. We're going to make sure we don't bring the pain home again. If we play my way, the way I designed this in the first place years ago, 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. The ultimate goal. So the goal is to understand rules and tools to get to a 750 score. This is step 5. So once again, let's pay attention. All cards at 25-29% rule, but 2. All right, why? Because the 2s do not fluctuate your credit score at all. That means flat out, you can max them out to $1 million and your score will never drop ever again. Bottom line is you can maintain a 750 the rest of your life too. So have an emergency, lose your job, what do? Simple. Everybody does the same silly thing. You run out of time, you run out of money, and you can't wait to go jack up your cards in 42 days. I think that's kind of dumb. Let's pretend today you needed $5,000. Now. You ask your friends, your family, the bank, they tell you no because you said you needed it. This $5,000 card in my hand is $50 a month. The average person wastes $50 a week. So let's understand. They say you waste $140 a week. That's $600 a month. If I take $50,000 off these cards, same payment you waste every given month, I can go buy 2 pizza restaurants with a drive-through. During the pandemic, step number 6, we can use some common sense too. White men do jump. Stupid people say we don't. Nixon took the gold standard out. Now I need you to write down and raise rules. I want you to write down and raise rules and write down, I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not the corp in my family, and have no intent to do fraud. That way you get another chance to try. As long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well be dead. This is how you have your cake and eat it too, by the way. Raise rules. Become a certified CFO. Never bring the pain home again. Step number 7. So if we play the game, we get to win. Here I am dead. Why don't you Google the address to find out I'm telling you the truth? It'll set you free. I was in 2 comas, one at 5.5, crippled for life. Got up because God said, get up. From there, the last one, I got to die. I think the devil's trying to knock us all down and hold us back. But God's delays aren't God's denials. So if I can repackage you like Humpty Dumpty, let me do that for you, please. We get to play, we get to win. That coaching package is pretty simple. Your file's on my desk. I only coach 30 people at a time because I can only do 6 calls a day. Here's my current schedule. I only have 2 openings anyway. From there, let's look at checkbook money as we play. What's a corporation again? A legal person that may sue or be sued. The lack of knowledge is why people do stupid things. So here's a guy, I'm homeless. No, you're not homeless. You lost your job, you got a house, you got goodies, and you're here begging for money being a turd. It's ridiculous. Hey, I came out of a coma. I was worth billions. Wife and kids, and we're homeless. I sold my wedding ring, my Rolex, my necklace, my bracelet. I have 3 divisions of me and 5 closet divisions. I built $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. Why do people do stupid things? I don't understand. He needs to go drive an Uber or Lyft and have a damn garage sale. Go to the church for the food for the kids. They'll give it to you. Corporation can rebuild itself. Divisions are a line of defense for multiple functions. Problem with a piece, disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Got a bad tenant? Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Cash and supply credit. So the only thing I'm willing to sacrifice is a division, not the corp of my family. So far, you've been sacrificing your family. That's wrong. Allow me to get the tax ID. Very simple. What am I going to do? I'm going to set up the Experian, Treasury, and Equifax business reports. And we're going to build corporate cash credit and write it all off. Line you up for some checkbook money. Isn't that fun? We get to play my way for a while. Divisions give us a line of defense. And when I built my first matrix and buckets of money book, simple, $190,000 a month income. See, I didn't want to lose the $53 million of credit cards. I had to keep them alive by using utilization. And I got to make money off money. Isn't that fun? That's called auto income. 41 divisions, auto income, we get to play. Hell, I like my way, don't you? But again, it's up to you. So your corp, look at it again. Make sure you don't have it lined up wrong with the wrong address. Because when they sue that corp, they sue you. Kind of sucks. Why don't we create a line of defense and quit bringing the pain home? Would that be okay? So let's understand. I wrote the book and procedure, how to daisy chain credit. This means one card can now go get 99 more. Wouldn't you want to multiply the credit? So one card can actually become $1 million. And that's what it does. We get to play. So it's like building block after block after block. Don't stop yourself. The only thing that can stop you is you. There's no reason to do that too. So a division is simple. I add history. I position on my dashboard instantly. 2000 of history. I build a corporate umbrella. And what do we get to do? Simple. Each division is basically $499. You get 3 for $14.97. It is a Zelle. Simple to do. You call the office right away too. Very simple. 800-254-9506. Use a card. They will charge you a 5% fee. Now, I like goodies. You like goodies yet? I got to ride with Neil Diamond a couple of times in the Love Ride. So we get to play, get goodies like this, and we'll hit $10 million. But again, let's get you up to $1 million of credit cards, $5 million of checkbook money. We position you here, then we go get the green card unlimited, and then 2 sisters for 160. Then we go by 9. How about the B of A times 9? How about we get the Wells Fargo times 9? How about the Chase times 9? How about the Inc times 9? How about the American Express times 9? This can be up to $5 million. And then we look at checkbook money. So let's understand what that means. We go to the bank, we position it right, unsecured, up to 150. All you need is a 2-year corporate divisions. Here's my 5 favorite ones to do. But again, it's going to be up to you for up to 5.4 million. We get to play, we get to win, and we get to finance the business and write it all off too. So once again, my dashboard is going to help you build bigger lines of credit for you, corporate divisions. All right, using my history. Divisions, what do they allow us to do? Multiply credit. And we get up to that what? $190,000 a month if we want to do that too. It's not hard to do. It's knowing how to do. And that's the key. But I'm your coach from beginning, middle to the end, based on the package you get into anyway. 41 divisions, auto income. Now I got specialty classes again in rotation at 8:30 on Saturday because I have 9 classes Saturday live from 6 o'clock to 5 o'clock in the afternoon stuck with me. Now the goal would be take the corporate credit, borrow money's not taxable, all right, and buy the lifetime income. And that's real estate and franchise. Simple. How to have your cake and eat it too. Raise rules, become a certified CFO, never bring the pain home. If I gave you a check for $1 million right now, what would you do? I want to buy a house and a car. Stop. Reference 3 times 5, turn it to 15 million. Use that to finance a business. You don't pay tax till you're profitable. Very simple. Learning how to play to receive money and win the battle. And that's what you get to do. So if you won the lottery today, what's next? Now what? Now your CPA attorney would say put in your personal account because you took cash value, which everybody does. I would say put a division of you. You say with the banker and borrow against it. Create a debt. Borrow money is not taxable. And then you turn that into millions and billions. That's what I would tell you to do. From there, remember, 11 cities filed bankruptcy. All right, why? Cities and states are corporations. And then they invented a Chapter 9 bankruptcy. See, you could have played the same game with no intent to do fraud. But your problem is you brought the pain home because of lack of knowledge. Look at bankruptcy today. Google it. Who's going to be the duck the next time, SSN or SS4? Who will be the duck? Again, that's going to be up to you. As you play the game, I add you to my credit system. This means I get to play and get you bigger limits of credit too. The ultimate goal. I want to use my history for you. Is that okay? So what happens next is, as long as you listen, learn, go to class, and follow your what, I can build you up to $1 million. But again, it's not easy. You're going to have to beat your doubt, run your race, and kind of get out of my way or you build you anyway. So let's get past go. All right, getting some goodies. Mansions in the harbor, race boats, yachts, helicopters, buildings, Lamborghinis too. I'd like you to change your driver's license right away. P.O. Box, mail and address, please. More privacy. I want you to stop bringing the pain home. Step number 12. Now today, the way you buy a car, sorry to say, I think it's wrong too. You go to the dealership, they switch you for 5 hours, and you lose $30,000 in 9 inquiries. The car should have been fleet price tax ID division. All right, that we can write it all off. All right, it doesn't bring the pain home, and you're not the registered owner too. You buy a house, what happens? Your partner of life, you want to be on the loan. The person on the loan is the silly one. He or she's the duck. You don't build 2 loan-to-value problems. Who controls the house has to be irrevocable trust anyway. Car should not even be your car. It should be a division. But when you lose house and car, don't worry. It'll give you bad credit. And then they'll report it to the IRS, and now you have double bad credit. Simple to do. When they sue you my way, they get diddly squat. The registered owner is a division. That's to play the game and plan the problem. So as we play this today, it's simple. Every piece of property you get should be a division. Separate liability. You see, all right, your house payment offsets your taxes. Amazon didn't pay tax on the first 10 billion to double trillion. Why would they pay tax? They're doing what they're allowed to do. There's no loophole. He bought Twitter by a line of credit from 3 banks. He didn't have 44 billion in the bank. It's in the assets and goodies. But 3 banks are a little mad at him. He screwed up Twitter, one of the best dashboards on the planet ever, and he screwed it up in 3 weeks. Now, X marks the spot. I think he's totally and totally dumb, to be honest with you. But that's just my opinion. This guy's got a spaceship. Why don't he just do some more and kick his butt too? The other guy's got a spaceship. So you could join the club and win the battle if you want to. Step 15, run your life through a corporation in conjunction. Pay tax, buy a Lamborghini. Simple. See, your paycheck is taxable income, right? Then you pay the car payment, gas, registration, insurance. Why don't you yell no and drive a company car like I do and write it all off? Step 17, once you go to irs.gov and get a hold of a 1244 and get a hold of basically an SS4 too, and look at the 1120. It says banking and credit purposes right on the form. See, you chose to be a duck and a sheep. You didn't have to do that and bring the pain home. Mama, she's on the SS4. Nope, the SS5. All right, for the SSN. Ever since Nixon took the gold standard out in 71. So when you buy a house, it's escrow closed homestead trust. Your house is not in a trust. When they sue you, they take it away. When you're dead, your family gets stuck into probate. You hire the contractor that hires the subcontractors that stand outside Home Depot. And they all want to slip, fall, and try to take everything you got too. So the goal is very simple today. It's going to be up to you to learn to play and make sure they get diddly squat. I like irrevocable trust. You might want to check that out too, but it's up to you. That's step 19. We get to play. So understand, if you haven't filed tax returns, fix it or go to prison. And Wesley Snipes tried to play peekaboo with the IRS, making a mess. 3 years prison, $5 million fine. You can't play that kind of game. So no peekaboo, the IRS making a mess. The reality is very simple to play the game and to win. Now, if you want to save up to 70%, all right, that's a 70%. Basically, you'll build up to 90 days. From there, we basically build our line of defense and leverage up to 15 million. All right, from there, we build that line of defense and we borrow money not taxable. By the way, this is step 21 called blackjack. You get to win. Isn't that the goal? So if we play the game to win, here's my office in 2009 before I died in a coma. 22,000 square foot building, Irvine Spectrum. From there, guess what we get to do? I get to wake up from a coma. My life was stolen. All right, what am I going to do? Go boo-hoo like most people do? No, thank you. Feeling for myself, sorry for myself is 3 seconds or less. I took out my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. Very simple. I took out my 3 divisions of me, my 5 closet divisions. I built $1 million of credit in 6 weeks, and I bought my wife her dream house. Why would I stay down? Why would you stay down? Because you chose to. Step 22, 1,000 steps to millionaire. It's in the Millionaire's Founders Kit. All right, I always play the game to win, don't you? So let's understand something. You can register for goal setting and educationalization on Saturday as well, and other classes too. But I reached all my goals. Why haven't you? I got all the goodies. All you gotta do is play and go to racecredit.com. See, you don't have your time. Your time has you. All right, you're not getting auto income today. You should be. Coaching program, simple. You could play with me, and what I do in the coaching program, simple. I always take my numbers that work for me. I had 22,000 payphones, had my laundromats, my dry cleaning, my storage units, and my car washes too. And I basically was making up to $1 million a day in 2009. I'd take 40,000 and basically invest in a business. That would give me between 3 to 10,000 a month. 100,000 is 10,000 to 45,000. 250,000 is up to 75,000 a month. I like boring business ran by third parties. So I call it auto income. Mr. Buffett did it. You can do it too. And I've done it all my life. Simple to play the game. He's got 100 companies in his favorite 10. Why don't you do that too? See, there's no difference between him and you. It's your turn. So when you go to the expos and you look at the franchise, what do I pick? I think it's like a deer in the headlights. The goal is to understand. So if you want to get into a coaching program, I have 2 positions available. That's it. There's a 6-week. We're going to basically do the blueprint up to an hour with you and your partner on the phone, $25,000 of cash credit. Expedite the Rapid Corporation with 9 divisions if you don't have it. From there, we're going to give you all the classes and workshops for the next 90 days with me. And the ultimate goal, you call the office at 800-254-9506. All right, our controller says this is valued at about $10,000, but again, we give it around $4,999. Very simple to do. From there, you just call the office right away. So let's understand something today. Real estate franchise storage units. You have a 3 months or 6 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months in coaching. I'd like you to buy it and show you how to do that, but I don't want you to run it. I like it ran by third party. Storage unit, $60,000 a month. All right, dry cleaner, $63,000 a month. All right, laundromat, $30,000 a month. Wendy's, from there, Jack in the Box, gas stations. So the goal would be to look at the 3 months to line you up, 6 months to get your first location, 12 months to get your multiple locations. And what happens is you're going to hopefully, goal should be $5 million. That would be the ultimate goal for each one of you. Ultimate goal. All you have to do is call the office. Say, I want to get one of those coaching packages. I only have 2 left anyway. 800-254-9506. What's a corporation? Legal person, may sue or be sued. What do we look? Divisions or a line of defense. Everything I'm willing to sacrifice, not the family anymore like you've been doing, or the corporation. What are you willing to keep and lose? See, I didn't have a family. I got used to abuse as a kid. It sucks. I didn't get a real mommy and a daddy. So I didn't get any good Christmas or birthday till I got a wife. I got a beautiful wife, 6 kids, 10 grandkids, 1 on the way. I'm not willing to lose family. Corporation, they sue you. Divisions give you your line of defense, by the way. That's step 23. Stop bringing the pain home. The ultimate goal is like anything else, reach the dream. It's very simple. Stop and think and be the impossible. I've done this all my life, called Raise Rules. Millionaires, corporations, divisions, subsidiaries, training people to be a certified CFO. The ultimate goal is to play the game to win. So today, I never have joint credits just in the way. Buy a house, escrow, close homestead trust. Keep in mind, corporations are free in all 50 states. You pay your filing fee, and divisions for real estate, franchise, current business, and a line of defense. I always give up to 10 times money invested back to someone in personal business credit. I just want to take away their excuses. The ultimate goal. So that's Raise Rules. Step number 24. If all you want me to do today is rebuild your credit, okay. 750 score. Let's analyze you. Let's do rapid refresh to block bad credit and push it up and away. And let's get you in the classes as well. Charging $9.99 normally, give you $1,000 card back. During the broadcast, we discount it to $4.99. And the card becomes $500. With the rules and tools I gave you today, you can maintain a 750 score the rest of your life too. If you don't have a corp, I'll give you one for free. You pay your filing fee. Articles also tax ID, SEP level 1 on what? Wednesday at 2 o'clock and Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning too. So $9.99, all right? What the average person pisses away in a month is $1,000. Rebuild your whole life and give you 5,000 credit back. $24.99, 25,000 of credit. There you go. Let's analyze, let's add history, and let's pop credit right away. Would that be okay? We get to play that game and win. Ultimate goal. So it's a Zelle. Take a picture. Bank transfer, deposit, or wire. Call the office right away at 800-254-9506. Use the card. They will charge you a 5% fee to do that too. From there, you refer people, we'll build more credit. If you want, I'll sell you 10% for every referral you give us, but they better name your name when they sign up. If not, they blew it for you. That's why I give you my email address too. So we got to look at what's in your city and state today. The banks and grocery stores, Sam's Club and Geico, they file bankruptcy on locations. They write off on their taxes. And all you have to do is stop bringing the pain on to be a certified CFO and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Look beyond that curtain, understand how it works, and get involved more than you ever did before. It's simple to do. As long as you follow me, I'll hold your hand every step of the way. Stay safe, stay strong. We do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. All right, the ultimate goal. So today, your simple thing to do, you learned some things good, you wrote it down. Again, what I offered, Zelle, or call the office at 800-254-9506. the ultimate goal. We do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And never forget, at the end of the day, God loves us all.